Hi.
Hello.
Uh, Ben isn't joining us this week because he's driving his sister, I think it
Yeah,
was.
that one I knew, but out of the three new players, we only have one.
Hmm.
There we go.
Uh,
There's one.
Hi.
Hello. surprised that Angela's not in the game yet.
Yeah. She's usually one of the first.
Yeah.
I'm also in the game.
Excuse me.
I have a feeling Peter won't be joining us. He's not even online.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see. What time is it now? All right.
10 past.
I'll give 4 more minutes for Angela to join. Otherwise, we will unfortunately postpone today's game.
Okay. Because 3
Okay.
players is not that.
Well, we're missing 3 players, 2 of which are part of the main campaign that's happened so far.
I am the only currently main player right now, which is the reason for the postponement.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just joining today. I'd made my
Yes.
character yesterday.
Yeah.
That is right.
Yeah, and like he said, Angela is normally like on before everybody else, so it's very unusual for her not to be here. We knew that our other player was not going to be here this week.
Mhm.
He has a family commitment, and yeah, I'm not counting on Peter to rejoin us. I suspect he did not read the description that it's a Monday through Friday campaign.
That wouldn't be surprising.
Müzik kadınların haklarından daha korunaklı hal.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I
It's
I
okay.
didn't realize. I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, I have heard all kinds of things on Discord calls, so.
Well, that wasn't English, so it's fine.
All right. I think we're going to go ahead and call it for today. I apologize, gentlemen. This is not how I wanted to start you guys off today. But
I mean, I played D&D with friends before, and like, you wouldn't believe the amount of delays and postponement we had. So it's fine. Like, it comes with the territory.
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I still don't like it. But
Angela would be there in 3 minutes, she says.
oh,
I DM'd her.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we will carry on.
Great.
She just lost track of time. According to the message she just sent me.
Okay.
So this character that I made yesterday, I technically had the idea in like 2020. The character was ready. It's just that I never got to actually play it. And when I did get to play it, my character immediately died, and it was before the 2024 expansion basically. And so a lot of my game plan is still 2015. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently when when you encounter a displaced beast at level 2, you die immediately.
Well,
Yeah,
I
makes
will.
sense.
I will tell you that I just had a group of third levels kill a succubus.
Oh.
Ooh, in the Theros game?
Actually, no. I have a bi-weekly
Oh, the
Fey
Monday
run.
D&D game.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay.
and they're in the city, or they're in the sewers of the city of Calenport. And
Is it the same world we play in this one?
Hello.
no.
Hello.
Hello.
I apologize for being late.
It's totally fine. We almost canceled because you didn't show up.
All right. So, where we left off is our original party had a plan. They were going to, or at the very least, you had a beginnings of a plan. I'm not sure how.
Beginnings of a plan.
Yeah. Like 15% of a plan.
Yep. A
That
baby
sounds about right.
plan.
Yeah.
Um, so to integrate our new guys in, you are walking along in the Feywild, and you have walked this area before many times. Let me find the map. There it is.
Right, it's multiplications because right, that's right.
So
So
you've
is this
walked.
entire map the Feywild? Is this entire map the Feywild?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We are mostly staying in that's too much. This area at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly
They
staying
started
there
here.
because of
They started in Yarlass, and they've traveled from Yarlass into this area. Now, you guys are basically normally hunting and scavenging from here. And suddenly one day you're walking along and an entire village that wasn't there before has appeared. As you walk in, you discover that you are in the village of Moss Hollow. And you are surprised because the morning you walk in, at first, it's like dawn, and the people don't seem very friendly. They seem very frightened. And then fairy dragons appear in the sky. And these fairy dragons are dropping food into the city. And people are cheering uh, and gathering food, and you see a couple of individuals who are apparently organizing uh, an eventual evacuation of the city or the village. Um, and you also hear apparently uh, they're organizing a planned fight to remove the lord of the city who's been abusing the village for some time now. So before we get too much further, let's have the new guys introduce your characters. And we'll start with Luca.
Uh, yeah. My character, his name is Torville, paladin. Sorry, I don't know how to explain him. Uh,
So, physical description.
he's okay.
So human, elf.
He's human, human paladin with long, long pitch black hair, uh, light skin, brown eyes, very tall, 6 foot 6. uh, I hope that's it.
205 centimeters, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, I think. And overall, he's just a big guy. 27 years old, guard. Uh,
Okay. As a
uh,
paladin, does he have any visible
uh,
holy symbols?
uh, I wrote it somewhere. Just a second.
6'6"
He,
is 201 centimeters.
yeah.
If that,
He has. I wouldn't call it a holy symbol. He has emblem of dragon head on his shield.
Okay.
Uh, as from when he was a kid, his parents told him about stories about big dragons protecting protecting the weak in the city.
And you are witnessing that now. The
right now,
yeah, the fairy dragons are essentially protecting the population
Yeah.
of Masala.
And that's how he grew up to be uh,
Okay.
big, big, strong, living only to protect people he not only people he knows, but even people he just met. His whole the whole view on the world is um, everybody can get a second chance.
Okay.
Uh,
That's a pretty
and
good description.
he most of the times would abandon anything he does at the moment if someone calls him for help. Just drop everything on the ground and go to help.
Okay.
uh,
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. I would
Sounds
just
like a good
say
dude.
drops everything to help, to go help.
Sure. Okay. Uh, and I apologize because I'm probably not going to say this correctly. Euphar
Yeah, I made it. I
Eutis?
made the name up. Eupharatus or something. I made the
Eupharatus?
name up.
Okay.
Yeah, I made it up, so it's fine.
Eupharatus.
Every pronunciation is canon.
We'll call him Euphar for short.
Oh, sure, that works.
Euphar.
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 Oh, I heard that wrong.
Maybe, maybe not. Euphar.
Euphar.
Everything is fine. Euphar, sure.
Eupharitus. Eupharitus.
Eupharatus.
Eu-
It's another
Eupharatus.
UE, so Eupharatus.
Eupharatus.
I would say it like that.
Okay.
But it's
Just-
like
Go ahead and proceed to describe your character, please.
Okay. So he's a pretty like average elf, and yeah, average height, average weight, I suppose. I didn't really think much about his eyes, but I would say like greenish.
Okay.
But the main thing is he's a doctor. His dad was a doctor, and but he was also involved with some crime, a rogue, these girls like that. But because his father wants him to be a doctor, he teach them basic skill about medicine, how to treat patients, stuff like that. And that's the reason he's a thief rogue, because while admiring other people, he carries a healing kit to also help those in need.
Okay.
And he, instead of like daggers and stuff, I used flavor to imagine him as carrying syringes, surgical
Sure.
equipments. He has
Okay.
like goggles to help him, so he's
okay.
very versatile.
So reskinned tools to medical equipment.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
I like that.
Aver, why don't you describe yourself?
Sure. Aver is. I forgot how tall I made him.
Well, what race is he?
He looks human.
Okay.
That's all I will say for now. Right. He's about 6 feet tall, with amber eyes, brown wavy hair, and is pretty tan. He wears pretty um, robes over like what could be considered like I don't know. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Um, basically, he's wearing robes, wizardy robes, because he's
Okay.
a wizard. And if you were to look under his robes, his arms are covered in bandages, and he's wearing gloves over his hands. Uh, that is. He looks to be in his mid 20s, about 24.
Okay.
That I think is enough description.
Sure.
And
Okay.
also, by the way, heavy emphasis on looks, human.
Okay. Angela.
So Delphinium is a fairy. She's just shy of 3 feet tall. She pretty much never touches the ground. She's constantly flying. She's got dark pink hair and purple eyes. She's very helpful. That is like her real drive in life. She actually sold herself to a higher up archfey because her drive is she wants to become a fairy godmother. And I will drop a picture of her in the Discord.
By the way, for us Europeans, that'll be just under 1 meter tall.
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I can.
Yeah, she's a little bit.
Mm.
She's a little bitty.
Is that a mask?
Yes, that's a fox mask that she's
Oh,
currently
it,
wearing.
We
it looks
got
cool.
They have a collection of
we
masks.
got a bunch of masks.
Yeah.
That is a specific mask from from a collection of masks that we got from the fight that she
Yes.
chose to don.
Wait, we can. I have. Can I say something?
Yes.
Is I have made. I'm gonna share screen. I remembered I have this like minifigure I made in I can remember how it's called.
Oh, the
Uh,
Hero Forge, I think.
yes, I have just.
Hmm.
I couldn't find. He he's like tall. I just couldn't make his face look a little bit how is little bit more human. This looks like it was carved out of stone, so and I don't really like it. And
I mean,
could
the
I
face looks human.
yeah, and I couldn't find a dragon. But this this him thick gloves, long sword, shield, and robe. I was trying to follow red and black scheme color scheme
Okay.
uh, because the red is my favorite color. So if it wasn't obvious for my profile.
So uh, the primary other missing party that we have, um, his name is Doc, if I'm in the right campaign.
Benji Doc Tenhan.
Yeah. He is a halfling cleric. Um, and, has slightly elvish looking features. The rest of the description will wait till he actually joins our game next week. So, um, anyway, so the three of them are talking to the villagers and appear to be organizing.
Don't forget Sir Bramble.
Oh, yes. Well, Sir Bramble is still with the mules.
Right.
Though he is poking his head out, watching the fairy dragons in absolute astonishment.
After Delphi talks to the guards, Delphi is going to go thank the fairy dragons and say thank you, cousins, to each of them for bringing the food.
And, they respond, very happy to help. If we don't hear from you in 2 weeks, we'll come back in 2 weeks and drop off more supplies.
That would be so welcome. These people really have been suffering, and they really need the help.
And on the sidelines, the villagers have decided to have a little feast to celebrate all the food. And of course, they invite you guys. The feast is going to take place 2 hours before sunset, because of
Perfect.
course everybody wants to go back inside and lock their doors
Hmm.
before sunset. Also, uh, one of the guards notices the new paladin and rogue, uh, and is like, "Uh oh, that means they're going to call for two more for the feeding tonight."
That means we've got to do something tonight to make
Yeah.
sure that that doesn't happen.
I mean, no,
Uh,
there's probably a way that he would know.
Bramble eventually comes out and starts talking to you and talking to the guards. And he brings up the fact that, uh, and the guards had forgotten to mention it, but uh, the vampire couple, uses werewolves to guard their sleep during the day, and that those need to be dealt with as well. There's a pair of
How many
werewolves.
werewolves?
There's two.
A pair?
Yeah.
2 werewolves. Okay.
There was a third, but we dealt with it.
Yeah.
Yay.
So uh, he suggests dealing with the werewolves uh, like after the feast, but before sunset. That way, it divides their forces,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it'll make
And then
it
we
much.
set the trap.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if you guys haven't long rested, go ahead and complete your long rests.
That is right.
Yes.
The new characters would not need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's gonna play Benji? Doc.
Good question.
Where on the sheet is long rest?
Upper right corner.
Oh, there it is. See, thank you.
I think I will.
So for today, Delphi and Aver, why don't you guys roll off to see who's going to play Doc?
Sure.
And we're gonna, you guys, I'm gonna have you play Doc for the next 2 days, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
And then we'll swap to the other person for the following 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would
So,
be Angela.
okay. Okay. Angela, you should be
Ready?
able to see his sheet now.
I got it.
I would like to do a perception check to see if I noticed new people.
Sure. And
I don't see shit.
actually, you're gonna roll that with advantage.
Oh. Okay. I don't see shit.
Can I roll for
Yes.
Doc and Delphi as well?
Sure.
Well, Doc sees him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so does Stealthy.
So does Elfie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first
And
thing,
then
yeah, the first thing you notice is the 6'6" paladin towering above everybody else in a village of
It's really hard to spot.
average, who has the average height of 5'6".
Well, Delphi's gonna definitely fly over to the going to sense somebody else who likes to help out and fly over to the paladin, and Doc will walk over as well
I will
and
follow
introduce
behind them.
themselves.
Okay. So
I will curiously follow behind.
you guys can try and firm up your plan and maybe explain the plan to the two newcomers.
Yeah, and just be like, hey, we are trying to liberate this city from harm, and you seem like people who can definitely help out with that. Here's the plan that we've got going. You know, shortened conversation here, brief conversation here to
Yeah.
explain what you already know.
Yeah,
Well, they haven't heard our plan from yesterday, though.
Yeah, our plan from
yes.
yesterday is that they have a magic trapdoor here that they put a magic lock on this trapdoor when they go down to sleep during the day. Our plan is we've got a magic lantern that is bad against undead, and we also have a magic mace that is extremely powerful against vampires. So what we want to do is, after we clear out the werewolves, we want to set a trap for them where before they open this trap door, we want to set up that lantern for that area of effect that's powerful against undead, so that when they poke their heads up through this trap door, they're in that area of effect that will be powerful against them. And keep that trap door open because we need to get down there, because the orb that is causing the city to
Well,
move is buried down there as well. So we need to get
oh,
in
and the
there.
city moves, so just so you know that within the next, like, 22 hours or so, the city will move to a new location, and then it will repeat every 24 hours until the orb is dealt with.
So we've got to get the orb. So multiple layers to this plan. The big important part of the plan is we need to set the trap in this part of the
In the
here.
tower.
Yeah, in the
I mean,
tower. Big area of effect, and fight them here, and hopefully keep this trapdoor open so that we'll be able to get in there after we kill the vampires using the lantern and the mace.
Uh,
Okay.
Also, uh,
And
we
having a paladin to smite is going to be very helpful as well.
yes.
Yes.
Um, Also, on your way into the city, the pair of you discovered a couple of unique magical items.
he's talking
So,
to Luca and Yufar.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
So, Luca, you find the following sword.
uh, yes.
Uh, Blade of Kershaw, is that the one?
Yes.
Okay, look at that's yours.
Hmm?
Look at
Okay.
this roll 20. Just okay.
In the chat, a roll 20.
Roll
I think
20. Wait. I
I
I'm
think the
a bit confused.
entire multiple long message is the description of the sword.
Yeah, here, I'll put it in Discord so it's a little easier to read.
And to copy.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe one of us should have access to the other new play sheet, so that it's so we can help them put in items and stuff to their sheet, because they haven't used
Yeah.
roll
Blade
20
of the
before.
first vow. And then for our thief, you also find a weapon.
That's a really cool blade.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, come on.
is that a +1 longsword, or is it better than that?
+3.
+3, yeah.
It's +3.
Okay,
And
I
then
see.
Oh. This is well,
Okay, so you're doing it in Discord.
yeah.
yeah. Uh,
Kind of wish it was a rapier, but like it's fine.
what did I do? Oh, nothing.
Sword, require retirement.
Uh, would you need help in adding it to your character sheets?
Uh, yes. I don't know how.
I mean, the easiest is to do it for you and then explain it afterwards, so that we can get it over and done with.
Yeah. Uh,
Tony, could
Yeah.
you give me access to their character sheets, and I can
Sure.
add their weapons for them? And then we can go all in on teaching them how to
Yeah.
add stuff later on. Because unless you are taught how to, it's kind of
Yeah.
unintuitive to learn how to do it.
Okay.
It took me a moment to figure it out.
Stitches is done.
Okay. Stitch was the doctor one, so the
Yeah,
short
that's me.
sword.
It's
Is
just
this also a +3?
No, it's a +1.
no, that's
Okay.
But it also is a healing weapon.
okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's neat.
really understand it to the core, but I get basic of it. Basics of the of the sword's abilities.
Short sword +1. Should I do 2024 or 2014?
Do 2024.
Okay. Ooh, I should probably go into the inventory first. Here we go. Mm. Oh. +1. And then to add the description. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
So while you're working on the sheets, so the village has its little feast slash festival. Um,
Delphi
Like
wants
that
to
idea.
entertain the villagers using prestidigitation.
okay.
I think Ava would also try to do some kind of entertainment with a little bit of magic, even though it might. Oh, does he have any spells that could work? Dancing light. I would uh, use dancing light to do a little bit of a light show.
Okay. Uh,
Uh,
so everybody seems to have a good time.
I cannot edit. It's not letting me edit it. Maybe I should reload. There we go.
Okay. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to pause it there for today.
Okay.
That is fine.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys can continue to talk and work on character sheets, of course. So, but I have to drop for another game.
Yep, that's fine.
Right.
Okay,
That's
guys,
fine.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Right. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
See
See
ya.
ya.
Have a good
Bye.
game.
you